Can you get in? Alright. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today, Jack's car cranks for the first time in 6 years. Let me hear it. Hey! Woo, buddy! That's a nice sound, isn't it? Damn. That feels good. Oh, you cut those out? Oh, sick. We just gotta clean them up. Cool. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this episode, or in this video, we're going to start buttoning up the motor, all the little things we have left to do, like heater hose lines, block off plates, before we get our friend Kevin to come here to do the electrical. I mean, that's really it for now, so I'll get started. So, as you saw, Jack cut these out for the block off plates, so we're just going to clean these up, paint them black, and then we'll be good to go for this. So I don't know if you just saw that. I snapped one of the bolts in the intake manifold when I was putting on the block off plate I made. I'm gonna see if I could weld a nut on it and take it out like that. At least I know it's not rusted in there. Those bolts tend to be the biggest pain in the ass. So I'm gonna get to that. Damn, hot as fuck.
I'll give you a call as soon as I look up the part tomorrow. Go from there and see how it's gonna be.
same as before. Like half of it has pressure. The top half seems to have play. I don't know if your brake pedal is not adjusted inside or not, but.
One more time. There's a lot of like bubbles and shit coming out of this mask. Oh, wait, stop.
Oh, is it leaking?
Yeah. I was saying the coolant. Look up there.
Top? Well, because we know coolant's leaking from here because I fucked up.
Why is it up there? Why is it coolant right there? There's a whole pool. Where the fuck did that come from now?
It's not wet around here, which is where the coolant feed would be from.
The question is, where the fuck did that come from?
That's strange.
Goopy put the gasket in all that, no? Because the gasket's there.
Goopy gave him the motor with that on.
Like it's leaking straight out.
I think he forgot to put the O-ring.
Coolant's leaking from the intake manifold, so we're gonna drain this and see why. But now the coolant's not draining. There's coolant in the system, obviously, but now it's not draining.
You know what? See if you could, I guess put that back here and see what catches.
I'll see if I can catch any.
It's working.
What happened?
I just opened up the tab and started pissing out.
So we caught most of it, but it's still leaking a little bit from there. Alright, well, next thing we gotta do is take off the intake manifold, I assume.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Where the O-ring should be, I guess.
Gotta take out those rails now.
Right. Down there. I mean, it's hard to see now, but that's where it was. Oh, where's my finger? That's where it was coming out from. Back to disassembling. So what I was pointing out before was right here. That's where it was leaking from, because there's supposed to be an O-ring that sits in here and in here, but we didn't have one. So we're gonna have to run to Goopy, get a new gasket as well because it's soggy and it tore. So 2 O-rings and a gasket, and then we can button this back up.
It's out through the battery and the starter.
Yeah, so
Everything's basically done to start.
battery, starter, call Kev, do the electrical, and she should start. I don't know if this is going to be the end to this video, but we'll see how much footage there is. See if it's long enough for you. But if not, see you next time. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We actually made a little bit of progress and I didn't record it, so when I snapped the bolt in the intake manifold, I actually brought it to my dad's shop because he has a drill press and everything. But if you actually look at it, this is not completely center, it's a little lower. And if you look even closer, I actually couldn't take out the bolt that was snapped. If you look, you see like a little crescent moon right above the hole. That is where the old hole was, and that is excess of the bolt that was snapped in there. I actually had to drill it out and re-tap it, so it's gonna work, but It's funny how you could still see the old bolt sitting right there. Here we have the O-rings that go in the housing, and then we could start buttoning this back up. Also, last time, here's the water pump pulley. This is for an S5, I believe, and the center hole is too small for this water pump. So we actually got another one, and this one fits. So right now I'll bolt that up, throw the O-rings in for the intake manifold, bolt that back on, and then put on the block off plate, and everything should then be ready for the wiring. So we put it back on. O-rings are still leaking. This heater hose is leaking. Block off plate leaking, which we could put a little Permatex on. And then water neck's leaking. So intake manifold comes back off again. Alright, so we finally got the intake manifold on, the turbo back on, addressed all the leaks, so we're good now. For the water neck, we actually put in a thermostat and a thermostat gasket. For the intake manifold, we put the OEM gasket in. The OEM gasket is thinner than this plastic one, which let the intake manifold actually get seated on the O-rings. So that's not leaking. The block off plate had to be notched because it was coming in contact with that upper block off plate, and then the heater hose just had to be tightened. So now we officially have no leaks in the cooling system besides the water neck. Even though that's not leaking from the mating area, it's actually cracked. So we're gonna either look for one in Jack's shed, or Jack's gonna order the metal one, so then he doesn't have to worry about any of them cracking anymore. But besides that simple fix, everything else is addressed in the cooling system. We haven't seen any oil leaks, so that's good. Now we just have to get it wired up and started. And if you look here, Jack rebuilt his calipers and painted them Millennium Jade, which looks, in my opinion, really good. So we're gonna have to get the other one rebuilt and painted, make some brake lines to get it roadworthy. But to get it running, all we have to do is get this rat's nest figured out, and it should be good. Alright, so Jack's been messing with the grounds and the wiring, making sure everything's attached. The starter won't click. We get power, as you see, but it's just clicking. So I'm gonna see if there's any plugs not attached down there, and then give it a try. So that plug was it. It wasn't spinning, so starter's probably seized, and so I have to order that as well. But as long as it cranks, we can get Kevin to come bring the engine harness, figure out anything else, and get the motor turned on. So hopefully that's what happens next.
Look, it's not supposed to be that loose. And why is it not? Oh.
Nice.
Never mind. Never have
Anything nice in this house. See, it should spin. Oh wait. It does spin, but that shit's broken, that's why. Look, here, hold it. You won't get shocked. You can feel it. Ready? So this is the signal, right? This will pop the solenoid out. Oh, watch your fingers.
Yeah.
So look,
Yeah,
see how it's loose?
Yep.
If you put it here, nothing, right? But if you put it on this back one, since it's solid, it was spinning.
Well, you're
No, you're not
touching
on it.
plastic.
Oh. You feel it?
Yeah.
It tries to spin a little.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, I should get one rebuilt anyway.
So probably bring that.
Job.
I'm gonna see first. Other than that, alright, so we got that settled.
So last thing you guys saw was us diagnosing the starter, which you saw was bad. Jack dropped it off at a local shop to repair it, and it got fixed in the day. He put it on, and now the motor cranks. Can you get in? All right. Today, Jack's car cranks for the first time in 6 years. Let me hear it. Hey! Woo, buddy! That's a nice sound, isn't it? Damn. That feels good. That definitely feels good to hear. Dude, that's sick. So, after plugging in the one switch for the clutch pedal and getting a starter that works, all we have left is the wiring. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for this video. If you liked what you saw, hit the like button and let me know. If you didn't like what you saw, hit the dislike button and let me know. And if you want to stay tuned, subscribe. So, until next time, peace.